In today's world, many women are taught to embrace weakness as an inherent part of femininity. But what if this narrative is a lie? What if, by mastering certain traits, you could unlock true strength, discipline, and control? Traits that are not bound by gender, but by universal principles of Stoicism. Imagine a life where you are not ruled by emotion, uncertainty, or external circumstances. A life where you completely control your actions, thoughts, and decisions. This is not a dream. It is the path of the Stoic. But first, we must address the weaknesses that hinder true power. Let's look closer at 8 specific areas where many women struggle and how you can overcome them by embracing Stoic wisdom. In a world of constant distractions, emotional turmoil, and societal expectations, women often find themselves battling with emotional overreactions, the need for approval, and a lack of personal boundaries. These struggles are deeply human, not inherently feminine. They stem from cultural pressures and the neglect of ancient wisdom. The Stoic philosophers, such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, did not write with any gender-specific agenda. They wrote to anyone seeking mastery over the self. Stoicism is the key to transcend the weaknesses that prevent growth, and it applies equally to men and women alike. Mastering the 5 female weaknesses through Stoicism. Number 1. Emotional instability. The Stoic response. One of the most common struggles women face is emotional instability. Whether it's the stress of juggling multiple roles, societal expectations, or personal struggles, it can feel like emotions are controlling you rather than the other way around. The Stoics taught that we cannot control our external circumstances, but we can control how we respond. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." By learning to detach from your emotions and viewing them through the lens of rationality, you can regain control. Accept that emotions will arise, but you do not have to be governed by them. Practice mindfulness, breathe deeply, and focus on the present moment. Over time, you will master your emotional responses. Number 2. The need for approval. The Stoic response. So many women struggle with seeking validation from others. Whether it's through social media, relationships, or career, the desire to be liked can be overwhelming and ultimately unsatisfying. The constant pursuit of approval can leave you feeling empty and distracted. Epictetus reminds us, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Approval is fleeting. Your worth should never depend on external validation. Instead, the Stoic focuses on cultivating an internal sense of self-worth. By developing self-discipline, focusing on personal values, and acting with integrity, you strengthen your sense of purpose, independent of others' opinions. Number 3. Overthinking and doubt. The Stoic response. Another struggle women often face is the tendency to overthink and second-guess themselves. Self-doubt can creep in, clouding judgment and hindering progress. The weight of uncertainty can prevent you from taking decisive action. The Stoics teach us the importance of present-moment awareness and living by our values. Seneca wrote, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today." Stop waiting for the perfect moment or for all doubts to dissipate. Instead, take action despite uncertainty. Trust that if you align your actions with virtue and wisdom, the outcome will be just. Over time, you'll develop the confidence to make clear, rational decisions without being paralyzed by doubt. Number 4. Lack of boundaries. The Stoic response. Women are often socialized to be caregivers, nurturers, and pleasers, sometimes at the cost of their own well-being. Not setting boundaries can lead to exhaustion, resentment, and burnout. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of knowing what you can and cannot control. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Stoicism teaches us that personal boundaries are vital to maintaining inner peace. You must protect your time and energy, learn to say no when needed, and prioritize what truly aligns with your values. By establishing clear boundaries, you regain control of your life and preserve your emotional strength. Number 5. Fear of rejection. The Stoic response. Fear of rejection is a universal struggle, especially when it comes to relationships, career choices, or personal endeavors. Fear can hold us back from pursuing our desires, starting new projects, or expressing ourselves honestly. Epictetus offers a solution in his teachings. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Rejection is part of life. It's not the rejection itself that causes harm. It's our attachment to the fear of it. Stoicism teaches us to face rejection with a sense of acceptance and composure. We are not defined by external approval or failure. Instead, we are defined by our inner strength and our ability to persist in the face of adversity. Number 6. Embracing vulnerability. The Stoic response. In a world that often praises invulnerability, many women shy away from vulnerability, thinking it makes them weak or exposed. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as fragility, but the Stoics viewed it differently. It is not about being immune to harm or pain, but about being open to growth, learning, and connection. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." True strength lies in the ability to embrace vulnerability, to acknowledge your weaknesses and fears without allowing them to dominate you. Embracing vulnerability is the path to resilience. The Stoics were not about avoiding pain or weakness. They recognized that it was through facing discomfort and adversity that one could truly grow. By allowing yourself to be vulnerable, you create space for real connection, courage, and inner peace. In relationships, work, and life, vulnerability shows the strength of your character. It's a sign that you trust your ability to endure and learn from whatever challenges you face. Number 7. Balancing compassion and detachment. The Stoic response. Many women naturally lean into compassion, often sacrificing their needs for others. While compassion is a virtue, it can lead to burnout and resentment when not balanced with self-care and emotional detachment. Women are often expected to be caretakers, but they also need to care for themselves to maintain balance and strength. The Stoics taught that we should act with virtue and compassion, but never at the expense of our own well-being. As Epictetus reminds us, be not deceived by the appearance of things. They may seem as you wish them to be, but they are what they truly are. Compassion, when detached from self-sacrifice, becomes powerful. Stoicism emphasizes that true compassion involves recognizing what you can and cannot control, including how others react. By practicing emotional detachment, you can maintain your peace while still extending kindness to others without compromising your own needs. Number 8. Conquering perfectionism. The Stoic response. Perfectionism is a trap that many women fall into. The desire to get everything just right often leads to stress, procrastination, and a sense of never being good enough. Perfectionism can be paralyzing and prevent you from taking action and making progress. The Stoic philosophers were well aware of the futility of perfectionism. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You are a part of nature, and what is in your power is to act by it." Accept that perfection is an illusion. Instead of striving for an unattainable ideal, focus on progress and the process. By taking action, no matter how imperfect, it is through consistent effort and learning that you grow. Stoicism teaches that you don't have to be perfect, but you do have to keep trying and making the best use of what is in your power. How to apply these Stoic lessons. 1. Practice emotional awareness. When you feel an emotional surge, pause and take a moment to reflect. Recognize the emotion, but do not act on it impulsively. Practice deep breathing and grounding techniques to regain composure. 2. Stop seeking external validation. Shift your focus inward. Embrace self-reflection and ask yourself what truly matters to you, not what others think. Find confidence in your own values, not others' approval. 3. Trust your instincts. When doubts arise, remember that hesitation breeds inaction. Take small, deliberate steps toward your goal. The more you act, the less you'll doubt. 4. Set healthy boundaries. Protect your time and energy. Say no to obligations or people that drain you. Invest time in what nourishes your soul and strengthens your Stoic resolve. 5. Reframe rejection. See rejection as a lesson. Rather than fearing it, embrace it as an opportunity to improve and grow. Every setback is a chance to refine your character. By mastering these weaknesses and aligning yourself with the Stoic principles, you gain control over your life in ways that go beyond mere external circumstances. You begin to craft a life led by discipline, wisdom, and emotional intelligence, qualities that empower you to thrive regardless of life's challenges. Remember that Stoicism is not a set of rules. It is a mindset that allows you to navigate the complexity of modern life with grace, strength, and an unwavering sense of self-control. By letting go of fear, perfectionism, and external validation, you unlock your true potential, one based not on external appearances, but on inner peace, clarity, and unshakable resilience. In the end, it is not the weaknesses that define you, but how you rise above them. Subscribe to Be Stoic.